Hello and welcome to Quiz District. My name's Elaine and this is our Sunday trivia quiz. 10 rounds, 5 questions in each round. Put your brain to the test and see how many you can get right. Feel free to press pause if you need more time, and do have a pen and paper to hand to keep note of your score. Good luck! This week we've got old technology, 1960s children's TV, spaceships, cat swap, winter sports, Terry Pratchett, World War II, bad artist, bed and onomatopoeia. Round 1 is old technology. Are you old enough to remember what these items are? That's an old Polaroid camera. Had them at school, they're overhead projectors. That's a pager. An old cassette answer phone. And that's a Betamax video player. Round 2 is 1960s children's TV. That's the Flintstones. That's Cracker Jack. I inexplicably liked this one, it's Trumpton. That one's Stingray. And well done if you remembered Pingwings. Round 3 is Spaceships. Name the movie, TV show or game that the spaceship is from. That's from the very scary Event Horizon. And the very funny Red Dwarf. That's from Flight of the Navigator. And that's the scene from Close Encounters of the Third Kind. And that ship is from Halo. Round 4 is Cat Swap. We've taken a scene from a well-known movie and we've replaced one of the main characters with one of our cats. All you need to do is tell us what's the movie. That's Mishka starring as Agent Smith in The Matrix. Here's Rosa from The Shining. And that's Rory posing as Rose from Titanic. Cleo getting caught for her crimes in The Usual Suspects. And that's Fennel terrorising people in Jurassic Park. Round 5 is winter sports. In which sport would you see the Lutz, Axel and Selko? With an example here of an amazing quadruple axel, that's figure skating. In which sport was there a surprising scandal in the 2026 Winter Olympics, with Canada being accused of cheating? That was curling. In which sport do athletes sled down a frozen track face up and feet first? They must be mad, that's luge. Which sport includes the events mogul, aerial and acro? Probably also mad, that's freestyle skiing. USA beat the Soviet Union to Olympic gold in an ice hockey game known as Miracle on Ice. In which year? That was in 1980. And you're halfway through. If you're enjoying our quiz, please click like and subscribe to support our small channel. It only takes a second and it will really help us out. Thank you. Round 6 is all about Terry Pratchett. This meat seller is known as CMOT Dibbler. What does CMOT stand for? That's cut me own throat. What is the first name of Captain Iron Founderson from the City Watch? He's Captain Carrot. What's the name of Death's horse? He's Binky. Who is the Lord Patrician of Ankh-Morpork? That's Havelock Vetinari. In the book Small Gods, who was the O God of hangovers? I can sympathise, it's bilious. Round 7 is all about World War II. Who was the US president during World War II? That was Franklin Roosevelt. Which 1940 evacuation saved over 338,000 British troops? That was the evacuation of Dunkirk. Which battleship was sunk by the British Navy in 1941 after a 3-day pursuit? That was the Bismarck. On which beach did Canadian forces primarily land on D-Day? They landed on Juno Beach. Which British mathematician played a key role in breaking the Enigma code? That was the great Alan Turing. Round 8 is Bad Artist, and this week I've drawn some historical events for you to guess. That's the sinking of the Titanic. And that's the fall of the Berlin Wall. That's the Great Fire of London. That's Martin Luther King's speech. And that's supposed to be the French Revolution. Round 9 is bed, and these answers all include the word bed. What partially animated musical fantasy movie starring Angela Lansbury was released in 1971? That was Bedknobs and Broomsticks. In geology, what's the name of the solid layer of rock that sits beneath looser layers of material such as soil? That's called bedrock. What's the surname of the siblings Natasha and Daniel, who both had chart success in the UK in the early 2000s? They're Beddingfield. What breed of dog is this? It's a Bedlington Terrier. Meaning to go to bed, an old British expression is up the wooden hills to where? That's Bedfordshire. Round 10 is Onomatopoeia, and all the answers are or contain onomatopoeia. Which 1984 movie stars Tom Hanks and Daryl Hannah? That's Splash. What are the names of the 3 mascots for Kellogg's Rice Krispies? They're Snap, Crackle and Pop. Which band won the Eurovision Song Contest for the UK in 1981 with the song Making Your Mind Up? A shocking UK win for Bucks Fizz. What's the name of this arcade game where you hit creatures with rubber mallets? A lot of fun, it's whack-a-mole. What's the small species of antelope named after the sound they make when threatened? They're dik-diks. And that's the end of the quiz. Where did you come on our scoreboard? 0 to 10, better luck next time. 11 to 20, not your rounds this week. 21 to 30, you're a midfield maestro. 31 to 40, you're a rising star. And 41 to 50, you're a quiz genius. Hope you enjoyed our quiz. Drop your scores in the comments, and don't worry if you didn't do so well, there's always next time. If you've got any suggestions for future rounds or themes that you'd like to see us cover, just leave us a comment below, and please do take a moment to like the video and subscribe to our channel. It really helps us out.